for so many years. Through stormy weathers, through the joys and tears. But oh, how this feeling has got me so confused. Feeling so rejected, feeling like I'm used. What more can I say? What more can I do?
There you have it. You're listening to Live and Direct, the marvelous vocal talents of Lucy Megan Tennyson. With the best of me.
Just for you,
Produced by the outfit known as My Boys Records.
more than I can give.
And you know, the brains behind that is what we call one of the stalwarts of the British music industry.
Only just to please you.
And the only person that fits that title in my eyes is the one and only
I don't give a damn.
Mr.
Yes, I made my
Grantley
mistakes. No
Haynes.
intent to hurt you.
Mr. Haynes, good evening. Finally, how are you, brother? Great stuff.
Boy, long time, man.
It's been a while. It's been a minute and a half, and I just want to say thank you for taking time out and blessing my little channel I'm trying to do. I mean, I've watched you do your things. I still get inspired from you, even in my old gray years. But it's all good, my brother. It's all good. So you know, we got time. So we got a lot of things we're going to touch about today, and I just want to say first of all, thank you. You are God blessed. You're a legend, and you know there's an old saying, judge a man by the content of his character, and that is why you're sat here today, by the content of your own character, Grantley Haynes. So author, producer, manager, CEO. I didn't have enough space at the bottom to fill in and talk about you, but I want
sound like you was reading Google.
Well, you know, not a lot of people can be Googled, but we can Google you. Yeah. So listen, Grantley, you have a very vast career. And I won't say it's just in music. It is in music, it's in business, it's in many, many fields. But I want to go back to the very beginning where I first set eyes on you. Now, I was a little young lad wearing a Jerry curl.
Where was that?
I was wearing a Jerry curl, and I was heading to a place called Edward Street by Mary Street. Mary Street, Edward Road, one of the two, yeah?
Yeah.
So we went in there, and we said to my friends, guys, come on. There's a big clash happening. Who's clashing? I said, who's clashing? There's a sound called Yabasha and GT600. I goes, GT600? That's got to be a car. He goes, no, it's a heavyweight sound. So me and my guys, we dressed up on our beaches, and we headed straight down to Edward Road. Walked in there, and we heard we thought, who is that? We thought, them said, that's Yabasha. Them said, okay, just wait. Then a short guy, I can remember the short guy, I'm not knocking you, comes on the mic and says, oh, you call that bass line? And then GT600 turned on their speakers in that place. And from then, I think every Saturday night, I went down to Edward Road, Mary Street. And that's when I first set eyes on you, Grantley. And from then, we have been friends and brothers for decades. And I support you in every work that you do.
Likewise.
Your journey, right? Let's just go back. What made you set up a sound system called GT600?
Good question. It's in the book. It's in my book, but I'm gonna kind of shorten it.
Yeah.
Right. I used to be in a sound system called Duke Wally.
Right. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wasn't one of the main guys. I was one of the guys that was, I would say, a box boy.
Correct. Yeah,
but I also used to go to London when we were buying dubs. Right? Mm-hmm. So I would go to London, we would buy dubs, and I would meet people like Prince Jazzbo. I would meet people like Blacker Dread, like Festus from Coxon.
Wow.
I'd meet Lloyd Coxon. I remember meeting Rankin Dread.
At the original Ranking Dread?
Yeah, the original Ranking Dread. And I
Wow.
remember meeting, and I also remember meeting uh Castro Brown. Now Castro Brown is Castro Brown, but he's not Dennis Brown's brother,
Hmm.
right? So he was big. He brought through people like 15, 16, 17, you know, um, Brown Sugar. They started the Lovers Rock label.
Yes, they did.
So that whole business, and then there was Winston Phillips who produced I Adore You by Sandra Cross. So I was meeting people like that because Festus
Hmm.
would take us to the studio and we'd remix dubs. You know, one of the famous dubs that we actually bought was the Upsetter, yeah,
The original
Underground
Upsetter.
Route.
Yes. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember.
So you know how it goes, underground roots, Cali roots. So you got that, and then you just got the bass line running through it, no vocal, nothing. So we played that dub on Jamasigan and won the Silver Cup at Digbeth Civic Hall. That was one of the most exciting times. So I was in a sound called Duke Wally. Duke Wally decided to disband.
Oh no. Oh yes, 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 yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they decided to disband. I, you know, carried on doing bits and bobs. And then I borrowed £600 off my mother and my
Wow.
uncle, and I built my own set. Because by then I was going to college learning electronics because my uncle said, if you're going to be in the music business, you need to learn about electronics. So I did. And I ended up building, my amplifiers and the speakers and the cabs and everything. So when I had GT 600, I built in a crossover system. So the crossover system at that time was new. I also had double decks, so I could segue between decks instead of the big gap in between. You know what I mean? So that was another thing that people thought, boy, this, and it was very neat and very tidy. I remember my brethren Keith Brown used to say, we just marveled at this neat, tidy sound that sounded wicked. You know what I mean? At that time, there were songs like You're the One for Me out there. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'll be
Yeah.
playing all of them, sometimes really, you know, you got George Benson, Gimme the Night, those sorts of tunes. But I was still playing a heavy proportion of reggae and lovers rock and if I had the key to the world,
Of course. By the
all
way,
of
can I
those
just tell
songs.
you that that Lovers Rock song, "If I Had the Key to the World" by Roddy Thomas?
Yeah.
That's my mom's baby brother.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's
You
my mom's.
see?
Roddy Thomas is my mom's actual baby brother, blood brother, my uncle. And
But
the
yeah,
the record label Donovan Germain
yeah,
is my mom's older brother.
right. So Donovan Jermaine, when
Yeah,
I went to
yeah,
Jamaica,
family.
first time with Tipper for Sting,
Hmm.
86, I met all of them man there. Jammies, Leng, policeman Leng, all
Yeah,
of
me
them.
know it. Yeah,
And
Mr. Lang.
and got on quite well, Tommy Cohen, all them boy man there. Tony Johnson, Sunsplash, and it was and one of them, Robert Livingston, one of the man them that
Yep,
that I really got very, very
I know him. I
close
heard
to.
of him. Yep.
So the thing is, when I went back there in June, July
Mhm.
for Sunfest with Terence, I met all of them, and there was, boy, we had a fantastic time. You know what I mean? And we've reconnected. Leng called me and he said, boy, I'm in no see out here. Come see me. So we go and see him and
Yeah.
we hook up and and tell me saying why bring Sting, UK and
I
them
want piece of
things.
that. I want piece of that, mate.
You know what I mean?
Anytime, anytime.
So for
Let's make it
me,
happen.
that was a whole hookup, and it was awesome. So that's where GT 600 came from. The name GT, because my name is Grantley
Yeah.
Haynes, but the name GT came from Grantley and Tony because I started it with Tony Roots,
Yes. I remember
right?
him. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that hookup came from school
Wow.
because Tony Roots and I went to the same school and we lived like 50 yards away from each other. So me and Tony's brothers were like, we were all like brothers. You know what I mean?
So if
So
I look at the analogy, then not to interrupt you. So you got Grantley Haynes, Tony, 600 pound from mommy and daddy. Is that where it goes? Is that what
yeah,
it is? So it has
and I put
historical value.
every penny of that
Yeah.
plus my own money
Yeah.
to GTs, and
Wow.
within 2 months, I had made enough money to pay myself back because I took a loan from the bank.
Yeah.
And within 6 months, I was able to give my mum and my uncle back.
Oh, you see, that's where the blessing is. So okay, so we scratch that because I've got a list here. When we finish, people are going to know who you are, right? So that's when I first was introduced to the phenomenon, and I say the
Yeah,
phenomenon known as Grantley Haynes, right?
yeah,
And we got an argument there. Everywhere I go, they go Grantley because I'm not Grantley because when it was going to it, Grantley said don't call us the same name anyway. So
all right,
that's your sound system, all right?
yeah,
Followed your music for years and years, and then I've been broadcasting for good side of, I'd say, to not coin a phrase, I've been a broadcaster for 44,
yeah.
45 years, right? I was
It's
a
got
young guy with Jerry Curl back in the day, right? And I'll tell you
yeah.
this story. I was with I call him my mentor, and he would always be my mentor, Des
Des
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Des Mitchell. And
Yeah,
I remember there's a time where Des used to go to the pub on the corner over by Borsaleve, and he ride with these
Cannon.
the cannon, yeah,
Or you're agreeing. Which
yes,
one?
both, right? And
Okay.
then I was in the studio. Says, "Oh, we got Grantley's coming up with an artist called Patter Banton." I goes, "Who? Who? I'm on Kenny and Patter Banton." So Grantley came up with Patter Banton. Patter sat in the studio. This is, ladies and gents, this is near on 44, 43 years ago, right? And
Yeah.
Pato let rip. I never forget that day. The phone lines lit up like a Christmas tree. Then I thought to myself at that time, Grantley Haynes just ain't a flash in the pan. Fast forward a decade or two, probably that. Grantley Haynes turns up back at BBC Radio again. But this time he's got a young vocalist with him, a male vocalist.
Yeah.
And when this guy sung, it was like angels were singing. It's fluid. I thought, wow, is he from London or from Birmingham? And then he goes, yo, I want to introduce you to my guy. His name's Peter. I never met him. He went, this is my friend Peter. And then Peter Spence was born. And then this is the magic. It's a story I want to tell you. Like, you get it in a minute, right? Then fast forward again. Gee, Tipper and me have linked. I've got him. They both became a duo, Grantley and Tipper, a global phenomenon. Grammy nominees, the whole 9 yards. Fast forward again. Grantley comes say, I want to introduce you to this little schoolgirl. Her name's Lucy Tennyson. Again, hit after hit. Then you introduce him to your son, a very talented young man. I will say that to you.
Yeah.
And then, so you had GT's records, then you had My Boy's beats, and then I'm just fast forwarding. Again, we're going to break it down because it's time for you to tell about your journey. Then, after My Boy's beats, what else is this guy going to do, really? So obviously, lifestyles make us change our directions. Then, You had projects running in Wheeler Street, and I got to give you props. I don't care if you don't want me to mention it's true. You were giving back to the community in a business manner, a very professional business manner. So you are not only a global phenomenon, a big a trophy-winning sound system, a producer, a manager. Then in the latter couple of years, you became an author. And it's not just one book; it's a series. And before we, this is your platform to share your joy, right?
Yeah.
What drives you forward in this day and age to still achieve at such a high level, Grantley? There's got to be a driving force.
Yeah, there is, because I get up at say 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I've already got on my brain a plethora of things that I'm gonna do. I mean, let's have a look.
See, this is how his brain works. You see, look, it's already organized already. Pieces of paper dotted about the studio. Yeah.
This is my study. So I've got tomorrow morning a meeting with an artist for 2 hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's gonna follow that I've got to go to the printers,
Yep.
pick up some stuff. Then I've got to call New York, because by then it will be not 1 o'clock here.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to call New York. Then about 4 o'clock, I've got to call Los Angeles, because I've got a number of things, engagements with my books that I'm planning for later on this year, as well as gigs with Terence Wallen to go to US and to go to Europe and to look at. Well, I've got to really explore Brazil, because he was supposed to go to Brazil last year, but we cancelled that for the musical, and now we're going to pick that up this year. So there's quite a lot happening.
Wow. We didn't even touch on the Terence Wallen, I'll say, phenomenon. Yeah. Because he quickly became, well, he's not quickly because he's a stalwart as well, but phenomenon. But I would understand that for years I've known Terry, doing his Gregory Isaacs thing. But since you got involved, yeah, listen, one thing I'm going to do, my mom always teach me one thing: tell the truth and shame the devil, right? Since you got involved, the dynamic changed. Yeah. He wasn't just going to like events where he's grabbing the mic and singing. It became a very polished act. And when I saw the video,
He's not finished yet.
No, I know.
There's still a lot to do. Yeah.
I saw the performance in Wolverhampton, and I was literally blown away. Blown away.
Right.
Yeah. And I thought, when I saw you, I said, there's the magic right there. There's the magic pill, Grantley Haynes, mate. All right. And you've oiled him and you've guided him. But you know what's good about Terry? He listened.
Yeah.
He listened. And I think being a manager like yourself, the main thing is to get your artists to listen to direction, because they are creative beasts in their own right and they want to go their own direction. So that's Terence. That's sort of now. But I'd like to find out what made you, Grantley Haynes, first put pen to paper in your first written piece of work. What made you write the first book?
Song.
The book, not your song. What make you listen? You've got multi. I want to talk about the book. You wrote a book. Why? Why you write a book? Why did we need
my son?
Yeah, tell me.
My son's got 3 children now. My eldest son, and he said to me, "Dad, what am I going to tell the 2 boys?" And I said, "Tell him the truth." He said, "I don't know where to start."
Wow.
He said, "I want you to write something down so that you know, if the worst happens, that I can tell them.
I
Because
love that.
so I said, I'll write something down for you. By the time I'd written what I felt he needed to hear, oh man, it was about, I'd written about 30,000 words.
Wow. So you're leaving a legacy in print.
So once I'd gotten there were so many other things that I'd I thought about doing. So I started to break it down into chapters,
Mm-hmm.
and then obviously it took on a life of its own. And I must say this because there was two people that really helped me. You know, well, three. There was Terence Wallen. He'd
Because
written
he's an
a
author as
book,
well, isn't he? He's a published author,
yeah,
isn't he? Yeah, yeah.
and he said, Grantley, let me look through this and pick out the mistakes. He said, I'll do it with you.
Great
So he
stuff.
came here, and I went to his shop, and within about 2 weeks, we'd gotten through it. Then I've got another friend called Mandy, and she did the same. And she said, well, what about this? What about that? Then you know Keith Brown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Keith Brown's wife, Marcia, said to me, you've missed some stuff out. So she also gave me a bit of guidance on it. I spoke to Jason, my son, my youngest son, and he gave me the same. And by the time I'd spoken to all them, I knew where the gaps were, and I started to fill them all in. And by the time I'd finished, I looked at a couple of people, and they said, "Yeah, we'd like to publish it."
Wow.
And one night I was going to bed, and I thought, "Hold on, I've published songs. I'm going to publish my own book." So I decided to put it together, and I published the book. And since then, I've had a couple of people that want to actually buy the rights for different territories,
Mm-hmm.
because the book is really going
Mm.
quite well, especially the reggae book. The
Yeah,
other book,
yeah.
Crack Cocaine book, that needs a different type of marketing strategy. So I have to really sit down and think about that. So that's that. But the reggae book is going really well. I mean,
What inspired you to? I saw your, so I was just a semi biography, I called it, and then what made you say, right, I'm going to start catalog the reggae industry? I mean,
what
well,
made me
I'm
do
asking
that?
I'm asking a stupid question really, because you are a part of the foundation cornerstones of the British reggae industry
Well,
anyway.
I knew I'd met almost everybody in the British reggae music industry.
Yeah.
And not only did I meet them, I've had conversations with them. You know what I mean? I've managed Sandra Cross.
Mm-hmm.
I've managed for a time the likes of, Honeygale,
Mm-hmm.
Spence,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Henry,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Murray,
Mm-hmm.
all
Yep,
those
we know those
people,
guys. Yep.
So I knew and I understood sound system, and I understood all the four corners of it. So, and they knew me. I'm known in sound system. I can walk up to any sound system today and shove my head, and they'll say, "Well, I'm
Of
GT."
course. Of
I mean,
course. Of course.
and then I'm known by the greats like Jashaka, who's sadly passed away. Black Dread, Natty from Frontline International,
Mad Professor.
Ferris Bassa,
Mad
Mad
Professor.
Professor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just go on and go on and go on. So it's not just my forte is not just Birmingham or the West Midlands. I'm known in London. I remember when the defining moment came for Pato in this country. We was I used to I was working with Smiley Culture then and Asher Senator, who were going down. Terence and I are going to London to do something for Asher, John McGilvery, Dub Vendor. You remember Dub
Yep,
Vendor?
yep, yep.
So we had something with Daddy Ernie and Grantley, Asher, and them boy there Saturday in London. So, you know, when you think about that, you know, them are the four, and me and I remember when, you know, Chris Cracknell, he and I used to sit in his car and he used to play me
Wow.
what he got from Gussie Clark. Yeah. He said, boy, GT, listen to this, man. I got this from Gussie yesterday, blah, blah, blah. And you're talking about a track like Rumors. I'm hearing it 6 months before it's released. And he's going, what do you think about this? I said, that's a massive hit. You know what I mean? And then with Tipper, Hello Darling, another, you know, he rated me from then because he said, you know, I said to him, Chris, we need some money to go to the studio. He said, what for? I said, we need to cut through some demos. I think Hello Darling is going to be, we need to work on Hello Darling. And he went, how much money do you need? He said, oh, forget it. He said, go and see Chris, get whatever you want. Right? So I went to Chris and got some of money and we booked Easy Street Studios and we went in there with some session musicians and Tipper will tell you. I can hear.
Yeah, I just gotta do this. This is the tune he's on about, ladies and gents.
Hello, darling. Hello, good looking. 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 Well, in the USA, I was out walking. A little young girl I was seeking. I see a young girl, she started smiling. I walked over, we started talking. I said, hi babe, she said, how are you keeping? I said, I'm cool, I'm just doing my own thing. She said, hey man,
We
I
get
hear
that mix
you
from.
on the in thing. Your Tipper Ivy from that Saxon sound system. I said, babe, this is my first time in
That's good that you play that
She said,
like that. So I'm going to give you a story.
interesting. I said, there's one thing I wanna do.
That is the song he's on about. All right. Okay. Never mind the G Missile mix. That. Tell me about the story. Go for it.
Right. So we're at Easy Street
Yeah.
and we're running through some tunes. You know, Slang Tang finish already.
Yep.
Slang Tang finish already. Yeah. And then he comes. I said, try Hello Darling, man. So they start playing Marcia Griffiths, which is the rhythm that he used to chat it on when he chatted on Saxon. I said, boy, that now work, man. It's not working. And everybody goes, what do you mean? I said, that now work. Tipper can't ride that tune as a song like that. And they went, all right, what do you think? Jumped on Ward, said to me, GT, let me hear what you say. So I said, play one drop, man, and ride the hi-hat, you know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I said, now, BS man, give me boom, boom, doom, 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 doom.
Old school style.
Tipper, come in.
And it just sat. It
Hello,
just
darling. Smooth, right? So we played a bit of rhythm, put a bit of rhythm on it, put a bit of keyboard on it, took it to Chris. Chris said, I like this. This has got legs. I like this. I like this. I got a good feeling about this, Grantley. He said, I'm going to take this to a guy named Lindell Lewis at Mark Angelo Studios in Farringdon. He took it to Mark Angelo. Lindell Lewis put a better keyboard on it. Bam, 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah.
Yep.
Put the whole jazz thing in it. Yeah, so you got that jazz ensemble working in there. So because it had that feel now, Chris then took it to Ray Carlos. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So Lindell's putting in that overdub, right? On the chorus.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then this happened.
yeah, there you go. Yeah. So then, so
Go
then we
on.
call that.
I'll keep it in the background. Go on. You
Right
know
now,
what?
that's that. Yeah.
That's perfect. That
But
is.
then you got the progression, the chord progression,
Yeah.
right?
I tell you. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you something what stuck in my head when Tipper was on Top of the Pops. You know the one thing I noticed with Tipper. I said, "Rah, you have on some new shoes. Got the shoes
Yeah.
bottom he had, right? Hadn't touched ground. So if anybody
That's
knows,
right.
I'm telling you the truth, right?
That's
The
all
shoe-
budget,
The
remember?
shoes Tipper had on Top of the Pops, he never had a mark on the bottom of the shoes.
The
Right
whole
or wrong, Grantley?
outfit.
True?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole outfit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Wow.
that budget
Yeah.
was nearly £1,000. So now you realize management now. So management, I've got to try and keep that budget low enough so that when royalties come,
Of
that
course.
he hasn't
Of
got
course.
to pay back so much money,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what record companies sometimes do. The more money they spend, the more money you've got to recoup.
Have you
Sorry?
thought about doing a management workshop where you actually speak to a lot of these young protagonists about how to carefully manage their self, their own expectations, and artists? Because sometimes you buck up on people in the street. Yeah, I'm a manager, and it's a loose. People throw it around, but not having done the graft or the homework. So I think you've got
Well,
legs in music management. You should be a lecturer.
There's a time, because sometimes you can have this
Mm.
intuition about it. You can learn from the school of the ghetto, but at some point you got to be trained. I think at some point a good manager's got to be trained, because you got to be trained in IQ, EQ, the skills of negotiation, the skills of all these different things, which is something that I'm going through with Terence now. You gotta keep an eye on a budget. No, don't let anybody fool you.
Mm-hmm.
Any good manager can manage anything. When I went for my MBA, which is a master's in business administration, they don't teach you to manage this, that, or the other. They teach you how to manage anything, any organization. It's about you and how you want to deliver, or what outcomes or outputs you want, aims, objectives, whatever, and they all fit into different models. You can apply different models.
I love
Like
that.
if you're working with a team, you can look at personality indexes, you can look at Belbin, you can look at Margus and McCann, you can look at, same old, you can do a SWOT analysis, you can do a pest analysis, you can do lots of different things, but you have to know what it is you want and what it is the outcome. And the main thing is how to manage people and their personality. If you can somehow grasp that, you can have a team, or you can build teams that are unbeatable. So going back to Pato, when Pato first struck, I was managing or working with Smiley Culture and Asher Senator. I used to be in London probably every weekend. So I was doing that, and through Smiley and Asher, I'd met virtually everybody. Barry Boom, Maxi Priest, all of them. I remember Maxi Priest sitting down, 5 songs. Maxi Priest went through the lot, 5 songs on a Studio One rhythm album. You know, Maxi's there sitting down in the springtime. You can see nature full and free, high up in the tree.
Yeah.
Hear the birds singing songs. And he's just like that. And when he sang the 5 songs, he said, "What do you think?" I said, "You're a star. You're going to be huge." And he said,
There you have
"You
it.
do this. You can manage me, but it feels there's too much if you have Tipper
Yeah,
out."
it's a bit of a, you know what I mean? You got to balance them both out in it. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
So
You
I
know.
said that I wasn't really intending to not manage Atto and Tipper. So Maxie then worked with Erskine Thompson,
Yep.
and Erskine Thompson then took Maxie to where, well, first of all, what he did, he got Drummy Zeb to produce Maxie's album because Paul Robinson had produced his first one,
Yep.
right? And then Drummy Zeb produced his second, and then his third, which was the biggie, which he got produced in 1987. Maxie was recording that while we were all in Jamaica for Reggae Sunsplash. Pato, Tipper, Maxie, Steel Pulse, Aswad. Those were the British contingent in Jamaica representing the UK.
I remember reading about
Studio
the American.
was in,
Jamaica couldn't believe it. Jamaica couldn't believe it because an English boy them there. Why? Which part? You know, I remember.
you know what I mean? So it was a good time. 1986. Well, Pato started in 1985. The Lyceum, 3,500 people. Pato had gone on before I had arrived there with Smiley and Asher. And when I saw Pato, I said, "Oh, you get on?" He said, "All right." You know, he did all right. I said, "What did he do?" He said, "It ain't what you do, it's the way you do that you do it." And the boss. And I said, "Yeah, them all right, man. But the big one is going to be Hello Tosh." He said, "Are you mad? I chuppy lyrics that I only chat that for foolishness."
Yeah.
I said, "You chat that here and you're going into orbit. Even if I've got to jump up and down myself and make a fool of myself so that you sat, all I want to hear is you do that tune." And I looked at John Dub Vendor and I said, "You're going to be sorry you never signed that tune." He went, "Yeah." I said, "More than yeah." I said, "Chris Lane turned down that tune. You're going to be sorry because I'm not going to do it with you now." Pato come out. I told Roddy. I said, "Yeah, man." I told Roddy to put on Bloodfire Posse.
Yep. Paul Blake and the
Roddy
Bloodfire Posse rhythm said, like, I remember, listen, you know what?
Pato came out.
Yep.
Rodigan must have drawed up the tune about 7 times. Pato was on his way from there. And the only tune that stopped Pato from getting number 1, you know what it was?
Wasn't it UB40 now at the time?
No, Slang Ting.
Slang Ting. Oh, I thought you said about national. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Do you know what, though? I want to just stick a pin there because some things in my mind, I'm just listening to your catalog. I'm going to play a tune here. I'm going to test your metal, all right?
Yeah.
Test your music metal. So you tell me, what tune is this? All right? Bear with me a second. You're going to tell me in a second if I always do this, do this to myself. Make sure I get me audio right. Hang on a second. Bear with me, mate. Get that off. Get that off there. All right. Go on. That's what I'm giving you.
Peter Spence.
Yep, there you go. Now this tune, for me, it's like, I can't even talk about music. When I speak to Peter, it's such a blessed, probably one of the most talented male vocalists in the entire United Kingdom, and has a place on the world reggae map. Without the shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
That's Peter Spence. When I heard this remix, right? Kid you not, I thought to myself,
and make love.
so hold on. Wait, listen to this. Listen to this. This is live, ladies and gents.
Come, soon come.
Listen to the vocals.
Baby. I know she's waiting.
Ready for it now? Yeah, Gman pan your deck.
I've got a girl.
Yeah.
Listen to the words.
On the other side of town. Mercy, Lord, waiting for me.
Jeez.
To come around, and she will lay my body down and make love.
Where did you meet Peter, Grantley? Where did you meet Peter? Huh? Where did you?
At Mary Street.
Honestly.
Well, I knew him already.
Yeah.
I knew him already, and one night I was playing GT 600 at Mary Street, and I was playing a song called Take Two.
Right.
With Vince Farquharson and Lanville.
Yeah.
Right?
Windscreen Vince, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
Their sound. And they were telling me that they were gonna bury me, and I said, don't do that to yourself, man. Don't set yourself up like that. All you have to do is keep quiet. I said, because there's a storm coming.
Okay.
The patter coming and start chat. So from then it was all over. But Peter and Danny, Danny Sugar D.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all them crew came over and them. G met Peter sing.
Yeah.
I put on Roots, the B-side of Roots, Natty Congo.
Yeah.
People just went for it, man.
And the rest is history.
Over.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
The rest is history. Do you know what?
You had,
I gotta tell
that,
you.
and
It amazes me, right? Because I must have in my archives literally every single song Peter Spence made. And people might say I'm a stalker. No. When Peter Spence came up to the BBC, our careers launched similar era. I was with Des, Peter came with you, and our young guys, yeah? And I've been close to that guy ever since. And his albums releases, and every year there is a reinvention from Peter Spence, but the vocals stay exactly the same. Yeah. I know you touched Peter with your management style. I could break into that for half an hour, but every time I hear a tune, I go, who's that? A Peter Spence new one. Who's that? Peter Spence. And the man's still going hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And you know what I told my thing about music, right? You don't have to have one number one and then disappear. Yeah. Have consistent number threes. Yeah. Yeah. Or you can have a number one, but you got to be consistent in the game, because a lot of people come in and fall to the wayside. Yeah. I've had a number one tune, made the biggest thing now, and then after that, you become nothing. All right.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. I see your keyboard. I see you. Go for it.
Hold on.
He's going to do something on his Apple Mac now. He's going to play a tune for us now. He's going through his archives. Don't try and play Peter Spence. Don't play it, Grantley, because I'll take you. I'll take you to school right now, mate.
Don't do that to yourself.
All right, here we go. See, this is it now, ladies and gents. Probably one day in the summer next year, me and Grantley going to go toe to toe live on air.
It's not necessary.
I'm having a laugh. Hang on a second. Where's that tune I have? Hang on a second. He's going to do that. I'm going to do this then, mate. Oh, sick. Here's me Peter Spence.
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you loud and clear, my brother.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to play. You see, when I say don't do that to yourself, I really mean don't do that to yourself.
Okay, go for it.
You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me give you something to think about.
Bring it.
Okay, I've written 2 musicals.
Yes, I saw that successful when you did with the young people. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
The young guys.
This is one of them.
Go on.
Hold me tight, someone can make me feel so right, someone I can talk to. I made a look up to. I guess I was messed up. Those things told me so much. My mind was caught up. I made the rest up. I've got to say your love. No way.
Hey, send it come. Send it come. Just send it come. Forget the argument. Send the tune come. Okay, all right. Grantley, oi. Stick a pin in that for a second. All right.
Now this is my son. No reggae.
Turn your camera back up. I'm looking at your keyboard. The people are looking at your keyboard.
Whining. Shows that your body's for the taking. Give me a mixture, I can bake it. I'ma go for it, no declining. Show me your support, I put my time in. I can open doors, baby, let me slide in. You can see my flaws, but it don't matter. You and me together makes me better. Hey, miss me with the chatter. Hit you with the bar, hit you with
Woo!
I need a relationship, not a painting. I need to manage in the making. My heart is pouring out to you, girl. So bring that bumper onto me, girl. Come on and take it. Don't need to fake it. Like you. Can I call you wifey? Only if I like you.
All right, Grantley. Okay.
You never like you.
Grantley. All right, we're done. We finish. All right.
But I can give you a dozen more.
Could you lift the camera up so we can see you? We're looking at your keyboard.
Oh, lift the camera up.
Tilt your laptop up. I've lost your image. Is it a webcam on your laptop you've put down or something? I can't see you.
Hold on.
Cole, have you tilt your laptop lid up or down? Your laptop lid? You've done something with your camera. I'm just looking at your desk. I don't know where you've gone there. While he's doing that, I should draw a duplicate on a minute. No.
You can draw what you like.
I want him playing with
Sorry.
you.
I don't know.
Listen, where's your camera gone?
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
He's lost his camera. Never mind.
Strength. Yes. Gman's got the strength. Father gives him strength.
All right, me leave it there, so.
Okay.
No.
I'm not allowing you to do that to me. I'm not allowing you to do that to me.
What did I do?
You're gonna find out.
Grantley, where's your camera gun?
Hold on, I'm gonna
Listen, we
play
got
you
people
something now.
watching. We can't see you. You should be able to do that with
Hold on, they can hear me.
Yes, they can
Hold
hear you.
on.
All right. So I love this guy. Always comes out with pull something out the hat.
Don't do that to me, man.
Yeah. All right.
Now this is the demo
Yep.
of the grace of God. You know that tune, The Grace of God?
Yep.
This is the demo.
Go on. All right, listen, I can't hear the audio very well, but I get the gist. Peter Spence on the best of me rhythm, yes. All right. All right, we're done. Sure. I said we can't stand him sometime, you know. All right, listen, Grantley, you know what we're gonna have to do? Right, put your camera back on. Let's listen. We got about 8 minutes.
Hold on.
Left. Come on.
Hold on. Listen.
And the grace of God will save you all. And the grace of God
Hold it. Color it and hold it.
All right, man. Ladies and gents, this is what happens when you have a very talented Grantley Haynes, author, producer, manager. But we have fun because we brothers like that. We know.
Oh God! No, listen.
Listen.
This is great for you, man.
Listen, put your camera on. Put your camera on. Listen,
I don't know how to get it on.
What have you done? You was on your laptop earlier on. So what did you change it? Go back into the software you're using on your internet on your web browser. Go back to your web browser. Open it up. What can you see?
Can you see?
I can't see you.
You can't.
No, you've gone dark. Yeah, your image is there. Your image is literally. Hang on a second. Have you tried to join again?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. That's why you've changed. Cause you shut down. Hang on a second. I've got to reload you again. Bear with me. Tell you what, these guys, ladies and gents. See, it was my fault, ladies and gents, because I went and challenged him, which I shouldn't have done. Silly me. But let's just see if we can get Grantley back on camera as soon as possible. Let's have a look, see what we can do here. Hopefully we can. Yes, we've got him back. You there, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I tell you what, Grantley, you know what you've started now? I think, you know what? We're going to talk off air because there's legs in what we've just done as fun. You know that, don't you? You're reading me, there's legs in that. You know what I'm on about, don't you? There's legs.
Yeah.
There's legs. There's legs in that. Listen, an hour has gone, and I don't even think we scratched a lot of what you are doing now. But in the remaining 5 minutes of transmission, I want to hand it to you, and I'd like you to talk about your up-and-coming projects, what you have on the boil, where we can catch all what you're up to, and your next best thing. Grantley Haynes, tell us what's in store.
God.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, what about bury me in it? Watch me your next time we come on here. Watch me. Jesus God, I done him. So Grantley, listen, you've got Terence now, and obviously he's now become an established person on the reggae festival stage in Jamaica. I saw that one, and he was anointed by Gregory Isaac's family as well, which is blessing. I saw that. I noticed that as well. That was very good, very, very good. So, what's next for Terry?
The work.
Yeah.
The work. Yeah, the work. Yeah. I'd say that Terry is a great performer, and he's now got to sharp his thought, and we've got to sharp of his thought, and that's what's in process now.
Good.
uh, after that, there's a guy called Ishmael that I'm working with,
Mm-hmm.
who's a mixed race kid with a phenomenal voice.
Yeah.
And that's the music side. I've also got, songs that need to be released.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm doing that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing that. The next thing is that I'm also writing another 2 books.
Wow.
One called um our our city, hold on, it's
Don't give out your copyrights
I'm
yet
doing
so
so
early
much
and
that I
online,
can't even.
mate. Yeah, but you don't give away your magic so
Right.
early.
It's
No.
about our streets. It's about the city. It's about how I worked with Birmingham City Council and
Mm-hmm.
worked with the midnight bus and all that lot. But it's really in depth. Um, I've got another book, the second edition of the British reggae music industry, which
Mm-hmm.
will include sound systems, DJs, and how
Yep.
they have propelled the reggae music industry for Britain.
If there's anything I can do to add
It
input into
also,
that, please feel free.
I'm also looking at writing. Well, you're in it, aren't you? So I'll
Listen,
check a
when you're
few
ready,
things
I'm
off
here.
with you and other
Yeah, no
radio
worries.
DJs and stuff. There's another there's a festival that I'm gonna be putting together in Birmingham because Birmingham needs a festival.
And
There's
whenever you
that,
need a compere or a
but
host, I'm
when
at
I
it.
talk about a festival, I'm talking about bringing a lot of yeah, bringing a lot of people together
I know how
that
you
have
work. I
got
know how you work.
finance, that have got money, and that want somebody to help them manage that.
True that. True
Right.
that.
So, we're thinking of doing that because the legacy of the reggae music industry in Birmingham has to be solidified in a way that the world can recognize it in a similar way to the book. And I heard when
Agreed.
Ali Campbell read the book, he was, really, really, impressed. So, following that, and a lot of other people have. So there's that. There's the issue of really doing stuff that most people have probably dreamt about doing, but haven't had a moment, to sit down and do it. So I want to do a lot of other things,
You know what? I've just
but that's
decided.
just the tip of the iceberg. There's the
I've just
massive
decided.
cavity underneath the tip of that iceberg. I can't hear
Oh
you.
yeah. You can't hear me.
I can't hear
You can't hear
you.
me at all. You can't hear me.
Hello.
Hang on a second. You've messed about now. See, can you not
Go
hear
on,
me at
T,
all?
I
Can you not
can't
hear me?
hear you.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you've done. I'm going out live. I'm fine. But listen,
Can't hear you.
we're gonna. I don't know what's happening here. We've lost some technical problems, but I think we're gonna. If anybody can still hear me, I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Cool.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, that was your internet, mate. That Labara internet you have around there for now working. Right, so Grantley, listen, I've just decided, looking at my schedule.
Yeah,
2026,
I can hear you.
we're gonna do this again. 2026, we're gonna do
Yes,
this
I can.
again. Yeah, 2026 we'll do this because I know you're gonna have a lot of updates for me, and I'm gonna make it
Yeah.
public that you bring 10 of your toughest tunes.
Yeah.
All right, 10. We'll go tune for tune, 10 tunes, and you can't play none of your artists. And then I will try something that we're gonna work on it. We get the classics on there, because I can do like
You
4
sure
different screens on
you
here.
want to do that? You sure you want to do that?
Listen, I'm okay. I've been around for 4.5 decades. I have a library. You know, I have like yourself. I've
Art,
crossed swords with
Art's
many an
McAtee,
artist.
the last time me and McAtee met, asked him what happened.
Yeah, that's McAtee. Yeah. Listen, Grantley, it's only been an hour, but we could have gone on for 2. But I want to say, listen, this was just a snapshot. And like you said, I'm just trying my best to get a channel going where we can leave legacy pockets of information on the internet. So if people want to look back and go, who was Grantley Haynes? They can log on to this one, find out a little bit about you. And let's just quickly, before we cut over, what are you doing? Because you're on a similar platform doing stuff. What are you doing at the moment for yourself with your talkie,
Podcast.
what you doing? Podcast, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's called Laid Back and Serious with
Right.
Grantley Haynes, and I'm gonna be interviewing you very shortly. Yeah,
Whenever you're ready, my
and
brother.
yeah, we'll do that, and it's gonna be live, but it's in the, you know, it won't be online like this. It'll be live.
No, I'll come to you. Listen, Grantley, I just want to say, me doing this is just paying homage to people that were part of my journey over the last 4 decades. And we have been friends longer than some of these DJs have been alive. Yeah?
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
one, you've known me. I've never professed to be
Well, people
the
can
number
see
one of
that.
anything. Never been the professor
But
to
you
be the number
could-
one of anything. You don't have
You
to.
stand out.
Yeah, you've
The
never
Sheep
been.
Squad.
Oh, please. Save that. Save it. 'Cause you're going to be back. Because we're going to have a forum. But Grantley Haynes, before we go, I want to say thank you, bless you, and I want to leave you
Yeah.
with this just before you go. Right there.
Oh, have you ever
Listen to the mix.
Listen. Have you ever been outside when the rain is falling? Yes, in the rain and the cold and stormy nights, lad. Have you ever been outside when the rain is falling? Yes, in the rain and the cold and stormy nights. With not even a roof over their head.
Wait for the mix, you know. I'm going to take him to school because he can't come back at me. Hear me now. Yeah.
The little ones are crying.
Drum and bass.
For they need a roof just over their heads. Birds has his nest, a fox has his den, but the songs of a man, they ain't got no home. Have you ever been outside when the rain is falling? Yes, baby. In the rain, in the cold and stormy night. Oh, so have you ever been outside when the rain is falling? Lord.
All right. Grantley.
I'm just gonna say
Brother?
this.
What?
You need to get Peter Spence back in the studio, because what I'm gonna answer you with next time, you know
Save
you
it.
cry tears of joy.
Save it.
All
Save it.
right.
Listen, and
Okay.
like I said, listen. Speak to your artists. Yeah, tell them, please. Gman would love to have you in conversation. All right. We got December. We got
I'm just
January.
good.
Whoever you want to line up, Terrence, get him. Let's just do this. Grantley,
Hold on.
you're looking for a
Hold
tune,
on.
right? It's going to time out. So you're digging. I can see your eyes working, right? Go on. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Go on. Can you look in?
Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
keep on. Yeah.
Grantley.
It's of sorrow.
Listen, have a blessed evening, my brother. All right. God bless you, Grantley.
All right.
We'll do this again very, very soon. All right. Very, very soon. We're gonna do this again. Take care, my brother. God bless you. Thank you for joining.
It's you,
all right?
man. Thank you
There
very
you
much.
have it.
That's really
Absolutely wonderful.
a
And
really
like I said,
unwind moment.
but listen, this will live on the YouTube channel, so you can always pull it to your website. This whole thing will be live to download, all right? So it's going to live in the
Okay.
archives online. So share the link. People want to watch back, have a laugh, see how we flex. It's going to live there forever, all right? God bless you, my
Yeah, man.
brother.
It'll be
Have
on my
a
website.
really,
All right.
it's been blessed. God bless you. See you soon.
Just send me the
There you
link.
have it,
All
ladies
right.
and gents. I will do. I will do. There you have it, ladies and gents. The wonderful Grantley Haynes. We could have gone on for hours, but hey, just in conversation. Take care. God bless. Till next time.